Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. It is me, Marley, in case you have forgotten, which I'm sure you haven't, because I would hope you love me a little bit more than that. I'm gonna do a video today on when I first knew that I was transgender. I'm gonna let you guys in on how I came up with the conclusion that something just was not right. Like, something just did not feel right. I'm just gonna let you guys know how I came to that conclusion, you know what I mean? So just stay tuned. This is going to be a great story. It's not a story time, but it's more so like a story of my life a little bit. So stay tuned and I will be right back. When I first found out that I was trans, I may have been a child, but I didn't know what trans meant. I just knew that I was heavily attracted to the male species or attracted to the male physique. You know, I find them, you know, I'm appreciating of them. I love men's bodies. I was always attracted to like men even as a child, but I have always been attracted to the male physique. Like, I've always thought it was just like so beautiful. Like, ooh, yes, but I was a little thought bot. I was real thotty and real like, girl, what the fuck? You're a child. That's another story. Like, I always knew that I was meant to be attracted to that and not have that myself. And when I knew that, I knew that I didn't know anything about gay, lesbian, this, that, and the third. I just knew that there were male and female, and I knew that my mommy looked a lot different than my daddy. So I would always imagine myself and identify myself more so with my mom than I would with my dad, and that's always been my issue, like my whole entire life. Like, I've always gathered more to my mom. Like, I would always watch her like do her makeup before. Yes, my mom. Yes. My mom used to do her makeup before she went to sleep. I didn't know if it was like abnormal or anything back then, but now I know, because I do makeup and you are not supposed to sleep in your makeup, mom. She would sleep in her makeup. Like, she would beat her face to the gods, bitch. Like, just pop, 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 and then go to sleep. Like that would be my mom, just going to sleep, beat to death, wake up the next morning like. So that would be my mom, and I would always like admire her for that. And I would literally sit in the bathroom and watch her do her makeup. Like, I would sit on the toilet while she was sitting, well, not on the toilet doing anything, but I would sit on the toilet seat while she was doing her makeup. And I just thought it was the most beautiful thing ever, that this woman was just so gorgeous. Like, I love my mom. I think my mom is so beautiful, and I always wanted to look like her. Or this character that I came up with named Bodacious Babe, who I figured out later in life was subconsciously myself. So I drew this woman named Bodacious Babe, and she was just the most bodacious girl, like like ass, hips, and everything, girl. Like, I was just obsessed with this body shape. Come to find out, Bodacious Babe is really Kim Kardashian, I guess. But anyway, I was just like, damn, like, I want to look like that when I get older, but like, how does one go about that? I just always felt like I was kind of like stuck in this one place. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but obviously someone's holding you and you're running in place and you're trying to get away. And that's what I felt like for a good 16 years of my life. After 3 years old, I knew that there was something different about me. So I always felt stuck. I couldn't like progress. I always thought that I was like either, you know, just a boy attracted to boys, because I found out that was gay. So that's how I learned like what, you know, sexuality really was, because, or sexual orientation was, because boys and girls would call me gay in school, like as a child. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I didn't even know what gay was. I just thought like, I just thought that they were being mean. Like, so I would go home and be like, Mom, they called me gay. And she would be like, okay, this is legit what my mom told me to tell boys. Okay, listen to this, okay? She would tell me to tell boys, well, if I'm gay, then you're my boyfriend. Like, I swear to God, that was the exact line my mom used to tell me to tell boys. I mean, I made a few boyfriends after that, I must say. I mean, like, I looked cute. Like, I was a cute little, like, chubby face. Like, I've always had, like, really high cheekbones and, like, a very round face. And, like, people would always be like, is that a girl? Like, are you a girl? Like, what are you? Like, are you a girl? Like, obviously being rude and being assholes about it. Sometimes I would say yes, sometimes I would say no, and that was just none of their fucking business. And that's just who I was. Like, I've always been very, like, girly girl. Like, I was a cheerleader in high school. Like, once I became a cheerleader, bitch, you could not tell me nothing. I was never, ever going back to the old me. Because once I started, like, feeling myself and feeling, like, very, like, very cut, and bitch, you're doing all them cheers and stuff, like, you start to feel more and more feminine, like, in yourself, if that's who you are, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying, like, all guys who do cheerleading will become trans, but for me, when I started cheerleading, that's when the Marly personality started to come out. I became more, like, confident in myself. Like, that's when I feel Marly really was born. Like, I had no one who knew that I was, like, in this transition period. Like, I started to wear makeup because I was in cheerleading. Like, that was such a great excuse to wear makeup, bitch. And I must say, honey, I used to kill it. I'm gonna insert a picture right here just so you guys can see. Yes, bitch, she was killing it. Anyway, and I used to, like, wear, like, glitter here and, like, a cute little wing liner, bitch. Like, some blue eyeshadow underneath, girl. Like, you could not tell me that I was not cut, bitch, because I was, you know what I mean? So that's how I felt about myself. My family's a very judgmental family and very Christian and religious. I've never been caught, like, doing drugs. I've never been, like, in violent situations. Like, I've just always been pretty much like stuck to myself, and cheerleading, that was my only thing. I feel like my only crime when it came to my family, and we will talk about that, but I feel like my only crime when it comes to my family is the fact that I am trans, and the fact that I look so different too, which I will insert a picture here as well so you guys can see the difference. Is they weren't ready for that, and I kind of feel like they wanted to still see who they once knew at one point. Like, I would go down to the city, I would feel so good about myself, and then, like, I would feel so depressed having to wipe all my makeup off, going back home. Like, I wanted to be like those girls that I would see down in the city. That's who I wanted to be like. I didn't want to look like them per se, but I wanted to be like them. I came home from college, like, my family was not okay with me transitioning, and they were just like, don't come home if this is who you're gonna be. Like, we're not gonna accept it. So I pretty much just didn't go back home after that. Like, I'm very grateful for the people in my life that have always helped me in situations, knowing that I was in a very vulnerable state of my life where I could not control who I was, and if I did, I would probably do something to myself that would not be very healthy in a way, you know what I mean? Like, it just was not going to be healthy for me, so I had to transition for myself. I just grew up, like, people would say, a very confused child, but I wasn't confused. Like, I knew who I wanted to be. I just didn't know how to execute it, and I didn't know when I would be able to execute it. It came to a boiling point. Like, once I got to college, it was very much so like, girl, you're on your own now. It has to happen now or it won't ever happen. So I started, you know, wearing my clothes. Like, I was like, that's how I wanted to be. I wasn't going to sit here and, like, continue to be, you know, like, miserable for other people. So that's what I did. I started to transition. I know the hair and the makeup does not make you a trans woman. It made me feel more feminine, and it made me feel great about myself. So that's what I did. I brought hair and makeup. This is before I started my medicine and all that good stuff. That's why I say that I don't think that I was born in the wrong body. I feel like I was born with some of the wrong parts. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very much so, like, blessed with the body that I was born with, and I'm glad and lucky that I was born with the body that I was born with, because I've always had a very, you know, wide hips, big fat ass. Like, I've always been a very thick, curvy person, smaller waist, but like a big, you know, butt in the back, like, just like very much so like body, bitch, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how I felt, and that's how I'm very lucky that I'm never going to say that I was born in the wrong body, because I don't think I was born in the wrong body. I think that I was born with some of the wrong parts, and that's just how it is. Like, I'm glad I love my body. Like, thank you for these beautiful high cheekbones that I was born with. Yes, bitch, no sill, no, what do they say? No sill, no something else. I don't know what the other one is, but the girls are always saying that, honey. But, I mean, that's just what it is. That's what it was for me. Like, it was nothing I've never done anything. And a lot of girls like that I met in the city, they'd be like, have you gotten work done? And I'm like, no. They're like, your cheeks are so beautiful. I'm like, thanks, girl. I am in a better place now, and I am very happy with my life. I know who I am, and I am glad to be who I am because I want to be able to inspire others as well as inspiring myself. And I really want you guys to continue on this journey with me. Like, we got some shit to do, girl. Like, but I am going to be more consistent with my videos. I want you guys to be very in tune with me and with what's going on in my life. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope you guys have a great week. Please do not, if you want to come on this journey, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Most likely, you know, probably not comment because I think I disabled my comments. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe because I will be coming out with videos every week. Don't know exactly what day yet, but I am going to make sure I put out a new video every single week. Sometimes maybe 2 because I'm an inconsistent bitch like that. I can't say that it's going to be on schedule, but make sure you turn on your notifications so you can know that I uploaded a video for you guys, okay? So I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for listening to how I found out, or when I found out that I was transgender. And I really hope to see you guys in my next video, guys. Bye!